Alright, what is up, you guys? I'm here with the SummerSlam 1994 review. Continuing the series on, just want to finish these SummerSlam reviews out quick. So, 1994. This was, like I said, very similar to, 95 in the aspect that WWF was not doing great at this point, financially, attendance-wise, and just content-wise. And the fact that we have a main event of The Undertaker versus The Undertaker. That should show you where we're at. Now, let's get to the actual, the card and everything. So opening up, we had Bam Bigelow and IRS defeating the Headshrinkers by disqualification. This went 7 minutes. I never like when there's a disqualification on pay-per-view, especially the first match. That should really set the tone as to, where the rest of the night is going. So when you have a disqualification for your first match, your opener, that's kind of a red flag. Then we had Aleister Blaze versus Bull Mcconnell for the WWF Women's title. Aleister Blaze was seriously, I don't want to say underrated back then, but I feel like now she's kind of underrated. I get she's a Hall of Famer and everything, but I feel like a lot of people just kind of put other women in front of her that probably don't deserve it more than her. She was a worker. This new generation era, she really felt like the face of the women's division. Now, there wasn't much of a women's division back then anyway, but I feel like she's really only known for the trash can WCW segment, dropping the title in the trash can. But I feel like she should be known for a little more than that, because there is a lot of talent there. Then we had Ramon defeating Diesel for the Intercontinental Championship with Shawn Michaels at his side. This one's just, it's good. We've had better Intercontinental Championship matches. I just feel like, honestly, a lot of people might disagree with this, but why not just do Razor Ramon and Shawn Michaels one-on-one? Pin, first to pin, just a regular singles match. Because you had 93 WrestleMania 10, the ladder match. You had SummerSlam 95, the ladder match. Would have been really cool just to kind of continue that on here in the middle and just have Razor Ramon and Shawn Michaels. That's kind of what I'd just rather see. And then we had Tonka versus Lex Luger. Yeah. Look, I'm not a Lex Express type of person, to be honest. I have never liked Lex Luger. To me, he was just never the next Hulk Hogan. Because, that's what he was kind of meant to be. 92, 93, Hogan was really on his way out. So they wanted to build that next star, and that was supposed to be Lex Luger. And it just didn't work. Obviously we know it didn't work. But especially for me, I'm just not a fan. We had Jeff Jarrett versus Mabel singles match. Very forgettable. And then here we get to what is obviously match of the night and what should have been the main event. Let's be honest here. We had Bret Hart versus Owen Hart in a rematch from WrestleMania 10 Steel Cage match. This was absolutely fucking phenomenal. And the fact that this wasn't the main event really brings this show down. Instead, you have the main event, The Undertaker versus the fake Undertaker. That's what you put over your 5-star match, brother versus brother, for the WWE Championship. Oh my God. It's just embarrassing that that's the match you put in front of this. This is a 5-star classic. You could almost say that this is, some people might argue this, but maybe this is better than their WrestleMania 10 match. It's a matter of opinion. But, I feel like one of the flaws of this match, I'm not even going to call it a flaw, I just kind of consider it a missed opportunity. I really wish Owen Hart would have won this match. and then maybe do another one at Survivor Series and have Bret Hart go over. I just think it would have been cool. You had Owen Hart win at WrestleMania 10, have him win again, and then have him put Bret over, finally. Because I just really wish we would have seen an Owen Hart WWE title reign for a few months. This is August. Have him drop it in November. No harm, no foul. It really wouldn't have changed much. So, I don't know. I just would have preferred that. And then we have your main event, The Undertaker versus The Undertaker. This thing, what felt like 20 minutes, actually only went almost 9 minutes. 8 minutes and 57 seconds. Just a singles match. You have Paul Bearer on one side, Ted DiBiase on the other. This is just bullshit. I honestly can't sit and just enjoy this match. I can't. This to me, I don't know why this was the main event. I really don't. There might be an answer out there somewhere. Part of me doesn't want to know. But I just think this should have been in the middle of the card. If anything, just make it the co-main event. Because this clearly should not have been the main event of this pay-per-view. I will never know why or understand why. And I can't stress that enough. So, in the end, I feel like this was... you had a decent Intercontinental Championship match. But, realistically, this is a one-match show because... I feel like this is the only great quality match we have here was the Steel Cage match. So, I feel like I would give kind of a higher letter grade if that would have been the main event. That's the main attraction. Now, when it comes to a letter grade, honestly, with that match, it really elevates it. But I'm going to give this a C-, and that's being generous because you do have one of the greatest steel cage matches of all time, one of the top 5 greatest SummerSlam matches of all time, and it's not a piss poor event, it's just very average. Like, that's the best way to describe it. But let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions down below. I hope you enjoyed. It's been the DVD Freak. Peace out.